You want a heavy machine operator too? Wash the windows? This happened more than 3 decades ago, when I was at the beginning of my working career. In my youth I didn't really know upwards from downwards, and I was just happy that I had a steady job and a salary. The job itself didn't matter, as long as I had a job, I was happy. I was an operator of a production machine, which didn't really need a higher education to operate, but it required a person to watch over it in case of some production hiccup or another error. Mostly the machine ran just fine, and the operator's job was to put in material or parts into it every now and then and to watch over it. And that was what I did. All in all, a very simple entry-level job. One day, one of my coworkers came to me and told me that our manager required me to wash the windows of the factory today. I was kind of dumbfounded for a moment before I laughed and told him sure. I thought it was a joke at first. I told him that I have to watch over my own work here, so is he sure about this? He told me that yes, that's what he was told to tell me. Well, I didn't quite believe what I had heard, and next lunch break I went to look for the manager and asked if it was so. The manager told me that the windows are dirty and have not been washed for years, so it's time to clean them and that I should start right away. I just gave him some half-hearted agreement and went on my way. He was naturally being cheap since he didn't want to hire some outsider to do it, so he thought of using me as a youngster to do the extra work. I went back to my work spot, thought a little about what to do and where to start. Where to get the equipment, etc. Then I turned the machine I was operating off and began to work on the windows. The factory wasn't large, but it also wasn't small. Some of the windows were pretty high up, so it wasn't quick work either. Yet, I was told what to do, and so I complied. My estimate was that it would take at least several days if not the whole week to finish the job. After the second day someone noticed that the parts were beginning to pile up at my spot, which was of course because there was no one there doing the process and the machine was offline. On the third day someone found me washing the windows at one corner of the factory and asked what the hell I was doing. Everyone was worried where I was and why the production line had stalled up since no one was operating the machine where I was supposed to be. They practically pulled me back to the manager and told him what had happened. I explained that I had been doing what I was told earlier, and I was about halfway done. I said something to the effect of I can't be in 2 places at once, and if the machine broke down that's a whole lot of money down the drain for our company. There were other managers present as well, and they all turned to look at the one which had instructed me in the first place. We workers were told to leave, and I was told to go to my original job and start up the machine ASAP. I was also told that if I want, I can do as much overtime as I want until the production quota has been reached back. I believe they had some discussion among the managers behind the closed doors after we left. Next thing I knew I wasn't seeing him anymore, and it wasn't hard to see that they had released him with no ceremony, effective immediately, while I racked up a nice chunk of cash from all the overtime I got to work.